Hey, Team Human, Sunshine here. I'm going to tell you a story about a wonderful, wonderful woman who is in my life, and I'm so grateful she was. Her name is Becky Jankowski. She is the creator of the Positive Therapy Troupe in Hines, Illinois. Now, what was I doing in Hines, Illinois? I was working at Brookfield Zoo, and love that. Well, it's hard sometimes, but life goes on. But I needed something else in my life, and I love doing things with my dogs. There's a picture of Bridie on my channel if you care. She was the most amazing dog, the world's best dog, as she will always be known. But so I want to do something with my animal and do it to help other humans. So I found this program that Becky created, and okay, she does Shelties. No judgment here. Those things are so fucking trainable. But golden retrievers are not, or give up on the cat whole thing. Anyway, so I needed to do something else and with my life, and so I found Becky and her program, and she said, "Yeah, we think you two will do just fine." So she supported me, helped me to become, I think, the pet therapist. I resist that term. I think animal therapy was more appropriate here. And she said, "Yeah, I work at Hines, and I'm a nurse." This was a VA, people, and not an easy place to be for anybody. But I said, "Hey, I'm willing to do this, and I want to do this." So anyway, Bridie and I got certified. Yeah, she does behave. Did behave. She's long since gone, sadly. But I'll never forget my first day at the VA. I was in my 30s, blonde hair and, a golden retriever. So we march in there, and there was a room, big room, full of veterans, wounded veterans. And they were like, "Wow, yay, yay, somebody cares." And I certainly did. Got my butt pinched a couple of times, but that was okay. Life goes on. And it was just so nice to bring a smile to veterans' faces. My father was a Marine, fought in Korea, way before I came along. Well, not way before, but before I came along. So I care about veterans. I sure should care about Marines. And so that was really good. So I said, okay, I'm going to keep doing this because it's working for me and it was working for Bridie. So, but one of our next missions was in the Blind Center. These were veterans who were about to go blind. And I can't imagine anything more terrifying. I have lost my balance. Felt like I was losing my legs. And so we showed up, Bridie and I. Oh, you always had to wash the golden retriever before you took her to the hospital. If you know anything about golden retrievers, they're double coated. So, and we didn't have like a handy grooming station, so I had to get her in the tub with me, and it was fun. Sort of. She didn't like taking baths. But we showed up at the Blind Center one day. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be hard. But I can do anything with a dog. And so we march in to the Blind Center and sit down. Bridie, very, very obedient, sweet girl, sat down. And we sat down next to a veteran who was losing his sight. I can't imagine anything more terrifying than that, especially not with a hand to hold. So I was quite pleased when he put his hands on Bridie very gently, and then he started talking to me because I was kind and I was there. Yeah, I'm white. He was black. Get over it. And he told me the story of how scared he was and his family could not understand what he was going through. But I could, because I happen to be an empath, too. Maybe a dark one. But anyway, I was so grateful that he took Bridie's paw and just petted her for 45 minutes and told me his story. I, of course, started crying in the end, but then he said, "I'm so glad you were here."